Hello, this is Crystal Racer Gear with the 2019 Abu Dhabi Crystal Score and Race Review. It's the last race of the season. It's the last race of the decade. Let's get on with it. Lewis Hamilton won the race, 10 out of 10. The perfect weekend. Led from start to finish. Let's get on to who finished second. Max Verstappen, 9 out of 10. Fell behind Leclerc at the start, struggled for a bit, but then eventually got past Leclerc because, of course, the Red Bull has been faster all weekend than the Ferrari. 9 out of 10 for Max, 9 out of 10 also for Charles Leclerc, who did the best he could in a Ferrari that was slower around the corners in Sector 3. Ferrari have been fined €50,000 for the fact that apparently he was carrying 5 kilos extra fuel. He did 2 stops. On to 4th place, Valtteri Bottas, who caps off a fairly decent season, 8 out of 10, got through the field fairly well, although he did struggle to get past Lance Stroll for a bit. But having said that, most of the cars they approached just let him pass because Mercedes have had the fastest car this weekend. It's as simple as that. 5th place was Sebastian Vettel. A very poor race, if we're going to be honest. Although he was not helped by Ferrari's attempt to go double stacking in the first round of pit stops, which meant he ended up having a pit stop that was 6.9 seconds long. And after that, he was fighting Alex Albon, which is pretty depressing. So, 7 out of 10 for Vettel, but contrary to rumours that he'll be retiring, he's going to be staying on again for next season, but whether he'll be carry on after 2020 is another question. 6th place was Alex Albon, 6 out of 10. Half a second slower than Max in practice and in qualifying, and definitely half a second slower in the race. The honeymoon period is over for the Thai driver. I've got to say it, I know he's a bit of a corporate shill because he's Thai and Red Bull originated from Thailand, even though they're registered in Austria. But, he's not really doing any better than Pierre Gasly. He's just doing the bare minimum now. This is the sort of performance that Pierre Gasly was doing, and Alex Albon is doing exactly the same. I know it's Max Verstappen, but he's got to do a bit better. 7th place was Sergio Perez, 10 out of 10. Fantastic drive from what was another average qualified performance, but Perez, and especially that late race overtake on Norris around the outside into, coming out to turn 11, 12, 13 complex, brilliant move. Norris, 10 out of 10, finished 8th. One-stop race, did out-qualified sides and outpaced sides all weekend. Did anyone notice that? And he did 50 laps on the hard tyres. Well done, Orlando. Great end to a decent rookie year. 9th place was Danny Kvyat, 9 out of 10. Didn't see much of Kvyat, but he got the job done today, which is something that can't really be said of him throughout this whole season. I mean, yes, he showed his speed and all that, but he is now just very much a midfield driver. 10th place, Carlos Sainz got 6th place in the Drivers' Championship. 8 out of 10, not his best race if we're going to be honest, but, you've got to be there to do it. But I have to say he's a bit lucky to get P6 when you consider Gasly did get taken out at turn 1. Ricciardo, first of the non-point scorers, 7 out of 10. Qualified in the top 10 with his teammate, but Renault, as you probably kind of guessed, didn't really have the pace in the race. Soft, hard, soft. Then, of course, Hulkenberg in what is probably his final F1 race, 7 out of 10. Couldn't make the medium tyres last, and to be honest, Renault have really got a lot of work to do over the winter. 13th place, Kimi Räikkönen, 8 points out of 10. Well, he had an average start after having another terrible qualifying session because that Alfa Romeo is so slow in qualifying trim. Made the medium and the hard tyres last, but of course, the Alfa Romeo being so crap got overtaken by both Renaults. Did what he could, But, of course, for goodness sake, please, Alfa Romeo, build a better car next season. Or else I will be praying for Kimi to retire. For real now. 14th place was Kevin Magnussen. Medium hard tyres for his horse. 6 out of 10 for his drive today. Did what he could. You know, he was in front of Kimi for quite a lot of the race. But, of course, the horse car being so awful. Well, was there any chance of any points? Of course there wasn't. It's horse for crying out loud. And as Romain Grosjean would tell you, that car is a pain in the horse to drive. 5 out of 10 for his performance. Got involved in some stupid kerfuffle in qualifying when he reacted far too late to Kvyat coming out of the pits because, you know, Grosjean is just a dope. How on earth is he got to drive for next season? I will never know. He is a waste of a seat. I know he did one in Brazil, but, you know, frankly, when you think of someone like Hulkenberg not being in Formula 1 next season, but yet Grosjean is, it just beggars belief. Giovinazzi, 16th place, 5 out of 10, reject of the day. Okay, Perez, I forgot to say he was a driver today, but Giovinazzi was just so poor today. 45 seconds behind Kimi at the checkered flag. I know he went for a different pit strategy than Kimi, obviously, but I mean, considering the hard tyres only really works for some the top team cars and the cars that actually have speed. I mean, why did Alfa go down this pit strategy? And but having said that, Giovinazzi really was horrifically slow, especially when you consider he made such a great start, got up to 12th place. I know he pitted early, but then his pace after that was just absolutely garbage. 17th place was George Russell, 7 out of 10. He's driving a Williams. Okay, he was stuck behind. Okay, he was actually quite slow today, but still. Well, he's had a decent rookie season, out-qualified Kubica by huge margins, but today was not really was kind of a bit average for Russell. 6 out of 10 for 18th place Gasly, unlucky to get in that first corner collision with Stroll and a few other cars. And after that, it was just a glorified testing session, and he was pretty gutted to lose out in 6th place in the Drivers' Championship. 19th place, and what is also probably his last race, Robert Kubica, 6 out of 10. He could be going to a Haas testing role next year, but and possibly taking advantage of Grosjean being sacked, but who knows. But as it is, let's just treat it like it's the last time we're seeing Robert Kubica in F1. And the only retiree of the race, Lance Stroll, 6 out of 10. Picked up damage at the first corner, and then eventually parked up when he realised his car was not working properly. And frankly, what was the point? Because let's be honest, we all know where you know, Lance Stroll needs everything working properly in order to do well. So what's the point? And that wraps up the end of the 2010s decade of F1. Certainly nowhere near as I enjoyed the previous decade of Formula 1 a lot more than this, the 2000s a lot more. But you know, we've had some good moments of racing, yes. The 2010 started off well with, you know, Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren, and at times Mercedes and Lotus getting involved in the fights, but you know, the hybrid era has been very much one-sided. Ferrari threatened to break the Mercedes juggernaut, but completely failed, as we saw again today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.